Well, hello everybody. It's Bob here. Just gonna do some adventuring. Try and build a colony without Allie's help. Let's see if we can get this thing rolling. Now, maybe I could stay back at my base, but I want to go exploring. I want to see what's up there. Lots of zombies. That's what we see here. That's good. We know this path leads to zombies. Hey, Jenny, get over there. Cover that. You got it, Bob. Now, what we're looking for is just like this, a taco truck full of food. That's what we want when we're out exploring and adventuring. And we want to make sure we pay attention to our gold so that when we have enough to build a sawmill, we can just go over and build it. That'd be right now. Now, we don't have a lot of wood to start, so that sawmill's going to be getting just enough for us. But it'll be just enough, you know? Make sure you get some food going on there. And let's build some houses. Get those girls up in here. They're real good with their bows. And they don't make as much noise as I do. So I don't want that. I don't want to be shooting so much. That's what Allie's main problem was. She made me shoot a whole bunch. Then I drew in a bunch of zombies that she had to fight. It's not the only problem, but it was a main one. And out here we're all about war. We don't care about people and who they are. We'll treat you with respect as long as you can kill a zombie. Which Allie did a pretty good job killing zombies, but you know, she's just not as seasoned as veterans like us. Soldiers like us who see it on the ground, who really have to live it. This is a huge opening in the start of the map. All right, so we got this big old space down here. Wait, how do I change that? I forgot. Ah. Okay, so that's a pretty big choke point. So we have lots of space here. Whoa. Okay. Oh, short on workers. That's what I get for not being up on my house production. Look at that. Look at all them houses. Might as well just get the quarry going now. And we're going to need another power plant after all this is built. For sure. Yeah, let's get to expand it this way, I think. How under attack are you? You're fine. You got this, girl. Get up in there and dance. Making you feel better. another soldier, or iron. What's with all these dumbasses trying to be mayors? At least bring something to the table that brings value over time. I'm taking the soldier because I need soldiers, but like I don't need that right now. That's like an emergency soldier. That's a backup Bob. Now I got that tune stuck in my head. Da, 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 da. Energy. That's the next step. Right there's where it's going. Now, what Bob really needs to focus on now is my defenses, right? I have to get us expanded to a point where we have choke points that we can defend. And then all this open general space. I'm noticing today that Bob's got kind of a southern accent. We're just going to roll with it, okay? That's what happens when I become in charge, Bob. I am in control of the situation, so now I have a more sophisticated way of talking. Bob is not but one entity. Bob is an amorphous creature. I want lumber. Yeah. All right. What else do we need right now? Fucking nothing. Food. That's what we need. Oh. We are missing out on a very, very valuable resource right now. Much better. Lots of zombies right here. We need to be careful because the mutants up this way. So it's going to be kind of a block us off situation that we got going on up in here. Up in here. Bob actively shooting at things. We are over on our gold. Which means at the least, can I build that yet? No. Short wood. Okay. So yeah, it's a constant back and forth between just trying to get your base going and not pissing off all the zombies in the area so that they come run up at you. Seriously need some wood though. Seriously need some lumber. That'll do. That'll do, tree. That'll do. There we go. Now we're going to get our wood bill real quick, like. Yes. We will do this now. Just because of timing. We need to get some gold spent. And we'll get the wood back real quick now. Yeah, let's get Jerry out here. I just want to cover that spot. No, 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 no. Save the wood. Save the wood. Yeah, definitely have the room for it. There we go. Now I feel comfortable. I also need more power. He's fine. Okay, so he is attracting some runners. That's kind of cool. Let's back up. Yeah, let's get in there. Now, then you get a little bit of like offense going on, you know. Full on gold, so let's make sure we buy at least one ranger. Yeah, we could do it too. And we need to build our next mill. There we go. Now we need to get farms researched. ASAP, Rocky. Like. Yeah, there's our veteran. Perfect. I do just want to close off here for now. Just because the mutant's close to there, I could do that part later. Let's get our steaks too. We have so much beautiful space here, though. What? Cool. This is a nice little. Oops. Well, this is a nice little starting area we got going on here. I had my thinking brain on while I was doing some exploring. Now we got this all figured out. Bob's back. Back in the driver's seat. Not just in my head. Looks like we got a nice little defensive force going on here. Good little start, you know. Allie and I had the discussion that I would do this and it might help other people who play this game not get my friends killed. So, I'm here. I'll help. We'll see what we can do. You want to make sure you get your stuff researched kind of early. Get some stuff moving, you know. Make sure you're always using your gold, your wood, your stone. Although stone kind of early on, once you build this, you could pause it. Really, I forget about the resources that it's gonna need at some point. Warehouse wouldn't be bad right now. Where though? Where I plan on farming? Yep. Yeah, we're gonna put farms here. I might even move this if I have to. But right now, we're basically ready for the next wave. This is cool. We can just block all this off, right? It becomes ours. This is Bob land. This is what we're building now. There we go. Bob has a nice little foundation in place. I might have a conversation with Allie and see if she wants to come back into this because the back and forth between us gives me something to talk about instead of it just being me talking to you all the time because Bob doesn't like to think of all the big things. But here we are. This is what we do. Welcome to Bobland. This is the tale of Bob. And Bob is me right here. This soldier. Command group number 1. The lone wolf. Who has a whole army and family of friends. Peace, love, and unicorns. That's what Allie says. Bob out. Later.